St. Patrick's Day is 1 week from today, and we're going to teach you how to make some traditional Irish food, starting with shepherd's pie. Janine Washle is here from Cloverfield's Farm and Kitchen. We are going to do a little twist on the shepherd's pie, do it a little differently. Okay.
We're going to do it a little differently. Traditionally, it's made with lamb. And so lamb to me is a hard sell for children. You know, it's just a meat that has a unique flavor. And it's also a little more expensive than beef.
So we're going to use ground beef.
We're going to use ground beef.
Okay.
I took a chuck roast, about a pound of it, and I actually ground it myself. That way it's got a heartier texture.
Okay.
And it's more like what ground lamb would look like.
Okay.
But we're going to put this together. It's easy enough to do for a weeknight meal. In under an hour, you can have a fresh shepherd's pie. Okay. And I might also add that this is something that a lot of people will make with leftovers. Restaurants and hotels have a terrible reputation for making shepherd's pie with leftovers.
Which is probably why we don't like it.
Exactly. Because who likes leftover mashed potatoes?
I do not.
mean, it really has an odd flavor. I can tell when potatoes are a day old.
So make your potatoes, just put the whole thing together for your meal, but use fresh.
Now, somebody might say, now, Janine, really in under an hour? Yes, this gravy, I made this gravy in less than 10 minutes. Okay. It's simply oil, flour, and beef stock.
Okay.
That's it.
Are we ready to add that?
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to add it. This is how fast it comes together once you have it. And I mean, I'll make a concession. If you have some leftover gravy, but you have everything else fresh, yeah, go ahead and still make a shepherd's pie. That's totally fine.
And you have done your mashed potatoes and turned them into the crust of the pie.
Yes.
Okay.
And so go ahead and add our onions and our carrots.
A lot of onions for flavor.
A cup and a half of onions, 2 cups of carrots, and I've tried to use more vegetables than meat because a traditional Irish or a shepherd's pie would have about 2 pounds of meat in it. So we'll let all of this sweat down, then we'll add our Worcestershire, and then you can add tomato paste or ketchup because ketchup was invented in Britain. So
it's authentic.
It's very authentic. There you go. And then we'll add thyme, that's fresh thyme, and fresh chopped parsley for flavor and brightness. And once you mix all of this together, and I've already patted out our crust here, and we'll get that all mixed in together. And then you just take this filling, put it in here, take the remainder of your mashed potatoes, and simply just put it over the top. If you take your fork, and I'm going to bring the pretty one that I've already made over, and if you take your fork like this and just run it around, you get all of these wonderful crispy bits after it bakes. Only bakes for 20 minutes, and it's done.
Plus, it's a whole meal in one dish, which I always like at my house. Makes for easier cleanup and everything else.
A nice salad on the side or a roasted vegetable. You're done.
You're ready. Now you've brought some other potato-centric dishes with you today.
That's right. Irish stew, that's a big time favorite, and then potato bread. And you can take this one recipe that I'm going to share with you, make a loaf of bread, you can make 24 rolls, or you can make 6 bread bowls and serve your Irish stew in a bread bowl.
All right, Janine has a special recipe of a potato and cabbage soup on our website.
That's right.
And we also have her information there, so you can contact her. She'll send you a whole brochure full of recipes, including the potato bread, the shepherd's pie, and what we're going to make in our next segment, which is...
Oh my goodness, oatmeal cinnamon raisin bread pudding.
That sounds delicious. All right, stay tuned for that.